Now we can use the equation g2 minus g1 divided by g1 equals r to find the growth rate. For example, if we have g2, as we see in our chart, is year 1, would be 12 minus generation 1, which is 4, all divided by generation 1, 4, equals 2. So we know that our r, which is our growth rate, is going to equal 2. Now, change in n over change in time is basically going to tell us how many babies will be born from one generation to the next. It's not going to tell us what the generation number is, but it will tell us how many additional there will be. Now, to find out what the next generation is, we're going to take the population, n, multiply it by the growth rate, r, and then add that number to g1 to find g2. So here's our first one. So we have n times 2 is going to be 4 times 2, and that equals 8. All right, so now we're going to add 8 to our generation 1 number. So 4 plus 8 equals 12. So that gives us our generation 2. So let's do the next one. So again, if the growth rate is still 2, we can find the next generation. So we have n times 2, 2 is our growth rate, and that's going to equal 12, since that's now our new first generation. 12 times 2 equals 24. So then we're going to take 24, and we'll add that to our year 1 generation, and that gives us 36. So we can see that our next generation is going to have a population of 36. All right, now pause the video and go ahead and do that again the same way, but to find year 3. All right, so you should have gotten 108 as your new population for year 3. Now don't forget that when you multiply n and r, again, that's not your next generation, but that is what you need to add to your generation 1 to find your generation 2. One more thing that generally stumps people in this homework is not paying attention to the generation spans. Note that on the chart in the homework, each year has a gap of 20 years. And don't forget to take that into consideration.